Teacher Penny, and I am from the website hellopennydavis.com. I also have the Facebook group VIPKid Teachers Wanted. Both of those links are going to be right here for you, and they'll also be in the description here on YouTube. Today I'm talking about the lower level certification center mock class. Then this video is going to be on lesson A. There will also be a video for lesson B. I'm going to separate them out a little bit so you don't have to watch so long. Anyway, so I'm going to walk through all of the slides on this one and help you understand what they're looking for. Now I've had some other videos up about these mock lessons, but I've come to understand a little bit more about what they're looking for. I've had an opportunity to sit down with a mock mentor and say, hey, exactly what are you looking for here? And understand it a little bit more, so it's time to redo these videos so that you can see exactly what they're looking for in that. Now, if you have not already watched it, I want you to go watch this video. It is called what VIPKid, what are they expecting in the demo class and the mock class? And it's talking about what are some of the specific things on the teaching style that they're looking for. I'm going to assume that you've already watched that so that you understand all of these different things. So if I talk about I slides and P slides and A slides and all that, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about there. But you need to go watch that video first. So pause this one, go watch that video. Did you watch the video? Okay, I hope you watched the video. If you didn't, it'll also be the link for it is going to be here on the description in YouTube. If you are at this spot, then you've already passed your demo lesson. Then you may or may not have used a referral code or referral link. If you did not use a referral code or a referral link, go into the VIPKid website, click in the top right corner, and it's going to say My Account. If it has an option there of Add Referral Code, please put in this code, Penny0008. I would appreciate you adding that. That would make you my referral so that I can help you more through the process. Now, I'm going to put this video on YouTube for anyone to watch, but if you're looking for more detailed information and help through the process, then I encourage you to make me your referral so that I can help you more. I'm going to give you access to my VIPKid Hiring Bootcamp that has tons of information about more specific, detailed information, insider tips that I don't share with everybody unless you're my referral. So if you would like access to that information, you will need to add me as your referring teacher. If you've already used somebody else's code, maybe they're not helping you, or if you can't add my code, the only way to add it on there, you can't switch from somebody else, and if it's past the demo lesson, they usually won't let you add a code there. So the only way for you to be able to do that would be to start a new application with a new email address and a new phone number, but use my link. My link's going to be down here in YouTube as well, and you will have to do the demo lesson again, but that should be no big deal. You did it once, you can just jump in there and do it again. You do the smart demo. The smart demo takes a minute. No, wait, 2.5 minutes. Okay. So reapply, do the smart demo, 2.5 minutes. Maybe you'll get a better salary this time. Who knows? Anyway, so I do encourage you to do that so that I can help you more through this process. Okay. So now let's jump right into the information for the lesson A. So if you are in the certification center, you are going to be given the choice. First, you're given the choice of either doing the lower level lessons or the intermediate level lessons. I recommend that you do the lower level certification. Now, we have 7 levels of lessons that we teach within VIPKid. It's all the way from level 1, which are the babies, all the way up to level 7, and they're about to add level 8. You're not going to start teaching at either extreme. You're going to start in the middle. You're either going to start teaching level 2 and 3, which that's what we consider the lower levels, or you're going to start teaching levels 4 and 5. Those are the intermediate levels. Now, I recommend that you do the lower level because of this reason. 70% of our students are lower level students, level 2 and 3. That's where most of our bookings are. So you're going to have the most opportunities to get booked if you start with that lower level certification. Okay, so that's why I encourage you to do the lower level certification first as you do this certification center. Once you pass this mock class, then you will be hired and you will teach level 2 and 3 classes. You can go back and do the intermediate mock class, but I really recommend don't do that one because the stress of another mock class is just no. Okay, it's not fun. Okay, but once you're hired, you can go in and add level 4 by just taking a quiz, and then they give you that certification. You can you do a little bit of reading and take that quiz, and then you'll get booked for level 4 classes. They'll just watch one of the classes that you teach. Once you get booked for one of those, we'll watch one of your first classes that you teach there and go, yep, she knows what she's doing, and they give you the certification. And then you can do the same thing with level 5. So all you have to do is take a quiz and add those in there rather than doing a whole other mock class, okay? So just do the lower level certification and then move on into get the contract stage and upload all your documents, sign your contract, and start teaching, okay? So now, this one that we're looking at. If you choose to do that lower level certification, they're going to give you 2 classes to prepare, an A class and a B class. You will only teach one of those, okay? You're only going to teach either the A lesson or the B lesson in your mock class. The mock class is going to be a 30-minute time slot that you will sign up for. You'll schedule it with VIPKid. It's going to be with another VIPKid teacher like me, okay? So someone that's been teaching with VIPKid probably at least 2 or 3 years. They've gone through extra training to become this mock mentor. And you're going to take this class with them. They're going to evaluate your teaching, see how you're doing on it. Do you understand the VIPKid teaching style? They submit the report to China, and then you'll get an email from China saying that yes, you passed, or no, you didn't pass, and do it again. You can repeat this mock class as many times as you need to until you pass, and do not be surprised if you have to do it more than once, okay? That is completely normal. They just see this as practice. You are practicing, you are learning the VIPKid style, but I encourage you to don't feel bad if you don't pass it the first time. Almost everyone is having to do it more than one time, okay? So don't be afraid. Okay, do it again. Go into it the first time going, I'm just going to figure out what this is like. And I think it's really good to take it more than one time because you're kind of getting over your nervousness. You're figuring out this whole online teaching thing and looking at the camera and turning the slides and holding your props so they can see everything, all of that stuff. Okay, so I encourage you, don't be surprised if you don't pass it the first time. Okay, so let's say you get into your mock class. It is a 30-minute time slot with VIPKid. You're going to open it. You're going to just talk to the interviewer, your mock mentor. You're going to talk to them just as an adult first. They're just going to ask you a few questions about it, and then they'll tell you either teach the A lesson or the B lesson. From my experience, about 2/3 of the time, at least, they give you the A lesson on your first try through. Okay. Don't hold me to that. Have both of them prepared just in case, okay? But I do know that the mock mentors actually prefer the A lesson. The B lesson is not quite as it doesn't follow the quote rules that they're looking for, as it's not as consistent. That's the word I was looking for. It's not as consistent as the A lesson. So they prefer the A lesson. And most of the time when you do the first mock class, you'll do the A lesson for that one. But have both of them prepared just in case. You need to make sure that you've got some props ready and that you are ready to teach that lesson all the way through there. Okay? So you be very clear with this. You've got to understand the VIPKid teaching style. If you're one of my referrals in the hiring boot camp, part of my website that you have access to, it gives a script of exactly what they're looking for in each of these. I'm going to go over a lot of that in this class, but if you're looking for like a written out script, that's available in the hiring boot camp. Okay, so let's go now and let's start with this first lesson. Okay, and in this A lesson, you have 12 slides to teach. One of them is the hello slide, one of them is the goodbye slide. So you've got exactly 10 minutes to teach this lesson. You have to teach 11 slides of that. 10 slides really of teaching in there in that time period. Okay, so you're going to be thinking about spending about a minute per slide, maybe just a little bit less. Some slides will be faster, some slides will be slower. So you'll spend a little bit less than 10 minutes or than a minute per slide on some of them, a little bit more on others. But you want to have a timer going. If you're going to use your cell phone for the timer, which is probably the easiest thing to do, just make sure that you have it set on your stopwatch for the program where it doesn't go to a blank screen. So your thing doesn't time out and go to a black screen. You want to be able to just glance down and see exactly how much time you have. There is a timer in the classroom, but it starts at the beginning of the interview time. It does not restart when you actually start teaching. So you need to have a separate timer so that you can watch and see exactly how much time you have left in the lesson. Okay, let's start the slides. Your very first slide, and I can't show you the slides here on the video because it's a public video, but if you are in the process, you might want to pull those slides up on the VIPKid website and go through them with me. You can download those and you can see those. Once you actually sign up for a time for your mock class, you can get into a practice room and you can practice in there as much as you want. It's the actual classroom that we use. It's just a practice room. Nobody's recording you. Nobody's watching you in there with it. So I encourage you to get into that practice room and practice too. Okay. So the first one is the slide where you're doing a greeting. This is actually slide number 4. The first 3 slides in the actual presentation are kind of introductory things in there. So you're actually going to start the lesson where you're actually teaching it on slide 4. So your mock mentor will say, okay, I'm going to become this 5-year-old Chinese child, and you're going to teach the lesson. If you have not watched this already, there is also a video that goes through the lesson objective sheet. What are they looking for in this lesson? What is the purpose of this lesson? And then there is also a thing that tells about what do they know and what do they not know already. So it's a previous knowledge sheet that is buried somewhere on the VIPKid website for you to find that one, but I also talk about it in that video, and I'll put a link to that video down here in the description with that. Again, you can find that and you'll see a more thorough discussion of that on the Hiring Bootcamp if you're my referral. Okay, so on slide 4, this is where you're going to start teaching with them. You must do an introduction with them. You must find out their name, ask them one more question just to get to know them a little bit. I like to use how old are you? And then you're going to introduce the lesson. Now, what I'm going to show you here is what you say. And remember that you're using lots of TPR. You're showing them what to do in the classroom. So you got to point to your mouth if you want them to say something, and if you want to say exactly what you say, okay? But then you cup your hand behind your ear when it's their turn to speak. So if I say something like, hello, and then cup my hand behind their ear, that's for them to say it back to me. I'm using TPR to tell them what to do in the classroom. I'm going to do this motion to say, circle or draw a line, or if there are some of the slides that you can drag and drop things, you can move things around on the slide. If you see me doing this, that's an indication. Drag and drop. I can't show it here on the video, but while I'm doing this drag and drop motion with my left hand, I would be grabbing hold of whatever object it is and dragging it with my mouse at the same time. So I have to show them how to do this. I have to model for them what I want for them to do before I do it. So if you see me doing this kind of thing in here, you'll know that either I'm showing you that that's what I want them to do, okay? But anytime I want them to draw a line, I'm going to draw the first line on that page, or I'm going to circle the first thing. I'm going to draw that with my mouse and then show them. If it's something that I want them to drag, I'm going to drag the first one to show them, hey, this picture over here, you can move it. Sometimes it's not real obvious that those things can be moved, okay? So make sure that you are modeling what you want them to do before that. I do want to mention very quickly the big 3. This is the 3 things that they're looking for on every slide. And you have to look at how you're planning to teach each slide. Can you get these big 3 things in there? The first thing that they're looking for is on every slide, they must speak in a complete sentence. Okay, every single slide, they have to say a complete sentence. Whether that is on the opening slide where they're saying, my name is Penny, rather than my name Penny, or what's your name, Penny. Okay, you want to establish with them from the very beginning that you're speaking in complete sentences. So, number one, make sure they speak in a complete sentence. Number two, make sure that they are speaking, whatever they are speaking is grammatically correct. That means you have to be grammatically correct and then expect them to be grammatically correct. That leads us to corrections. We're going to be doing corrections all the way through this lesson. If they make a mistake, and they will make mistakes on purpose to see if you can hear those mistakes and correct them. So you're going to make those corrections all through it. You just say it back to them correctly. So if you say, "What's your name?" and they say Penny, then you would say, "My name is Penny," and get them to repeat it back to you. If they give you a one-word answer, always those complete sentences. What does he play with? A ball. He plays with a ball. And get that complete sentence back there, okay? So, big three, speaking complete sentences, use correct grammar, and three is they must speak independently. On some slides, it would be easy for them to draw the line or drag or something like that and never say anything. They must speak on every single slide. They must speak a complete sentence on every single slide with that one. Okay, so let's go back now. I've kind of wound around to this one, but I'm sure we'll get there. Okay, all right, so this is slide 4. You're going to do your introduction with your student. Okay, you're going to start off nice and energetic, big smile, set your student at ease. Hello. Hi. My name is Teacher Penny. What's your name? Okay. Rebecca? Yes. My name is Rebecca. Yay, good. How old are you? 5? Wow, yay. I'm 5 years old. Good job. My toys. Yay. That's all you say on that opening one. If they give you an incomplete sentence, like I kind of modeled for you, it's hard to see that. But if they give you an incomplete sentence, go back and get them to give you that complete sentence right there. You do want to circle my toys and just introduce, it kind of moves you and transitions you from the introduction time into the actual lesson by just getting them to say my toys. Okay, then you say good job and you scroll to the next, or you go to the next slide. You don't have to say something like, okay, now let's go do this. Let's move on. Don't say any of that. Okay, you can't use those extra words. That's called incidental language, and you cannot use it. If it's a word they don't know, what they do is they just shut down. They quit listening if you use too many words. So you're only using the words in the lesson or words that you know that they know. Now the next slide, this is slide 5. This is the toy store. Let me talk about this slide for just a little bit. Again, this is talked about extensively in the hiring boot camp, and you may have seen an older video of mine that talks about reward systems, and I've kind of changed my tune on these reward systems because I've understood a little bit more about what the mock mentors want. Okay, again, it's all about ticking their boxes and making sure you're doing exactly what they want. Okay, so let me talk about rewards for a little bit. We do use 2 different reward systems while we're teaching. We have a star system that's built into the classroom. The kids get 5 stars in every lesson, and they're a big deal for them. Okay, they get to collect these stars, and then they can use them to purchase things on the VIPKid website. Okay, lots of fun. Kids love it. Don't use them. Okay, don't use them in the mock class because they actually can't see them. The mock mentors cannot see the stars, so don't use those in the mock class. Okay, what they want you to use is a reward system that you can use as an extension. You can use this reward system to teach them something new. So what we want to do with extension is we want to teach them a new word that they don't already know. Now for today's lesson, I'm going to use my basket of food here, and I'm gonna use this as my secondary reward, and they're going to be getting fruit for it. Okay, you can use whatever you want. It could be animals, it could be fruit, it could be putting the face on Mr. Potato Head and you're teaching them nose and mouth and eyes and all that. It could be pieces of clothing and you teach them shirt and pants and jacket and scarf and hat. Whatever it is, you just want to teach them something new through your reward system. So, but what do you do with this slide? Okay, the toy store, what this was designed originally was this is our reward system, and they drag the pictures. There's pictures of toys in the windows of the toy store, and they drag those pictures to the basket and they disappear into that shopping cart at the bottom of the thing. In reality, most of the kids by this point, they have they know how to drag and drop, and so they go and they drag all of those toys into the shopping cart and your reward system is done. Okay, it was designed that they would drag one, then we would go a couple of slides and teach a couple more slides and then come back and drag another one and then go teach a few more slides. It takes too long to go back and forth. So don't even do that one. But we are going to use this slide to teach them how to drag and drop. So you would say, they just said my toys, right, on that first slide. So you would say, yay, my toys, because it has my toys on this one again, okay? My toys. Yes, drag a toy. Drag and drop. Drag and drop. Yay, a toy. Yay, good job. And you just get them to drag one toy. Again, while you're doing this motion with your hand, with your left hand, you're going to drag one of those pictures down to the shopping cart. Don't try to name them ship and truck and ball. They don't know all those words yet since we're not going to use this. We're not going to really come back to the slide. I wouldn't want to give them names here, okay? But I'm going to use this slide to teach them how to drag and drop, okay? They want to see that motion. Drag and drop, okay? Specifically, this motion, drag and drop, while you're doing it with your right hand with the mouse, okay? Then once they drag one or two toys, that's fine, okay? Then you would say, yay, good job. You get fruit. Yum, yum, yum. You get watermelon. Yum, watermelon. I like watermelon. Now, why did I get them to say, I like watermelon? Have they said a complete sentence on this slide yet? They haven't. Okay, on this slide they said fruit, they said toy, they may have said drag or something like that, but they did not say a complete sentence. So I want to use my reward system. I just used it for two purposes. I'd introduced them and taught them a brand new word, watermelon, and then I got them to say a complete sentence. I like watermelon. Your sentence does not have to be any more complicated than that to qualify as a complete sentence. Okay, so you get watermelon. Yeah, when you do a good job, you get watermelon. I like watermelon. And just get them to say that back to you, okay? Have fun with it. Pretend to eat the watermelon. Hold it up there for them to eat the watermelon, okay? Whatever it is, okay? Fake food is a great thing. If you don't have fake food, print something out, okay? Draw a picture, something, okay? Go get real stuff out of your refrigerator, okay? Whatever. You just need 4 or 5 pieces of fruit for this one, okay? That's all you do on this slide, okay? That's all you're going to do is you're going to teach them to drag and drop and then introduce your reward system. Now, slide 6, let's move to slide 6, but you do not have to say any kind of transition word while you're saying, yay, good job, I like watermelon. While you're doing this, you're going to use your other hand to switch to the next slide. And you don't have to use transition words like, okay, now let's do, no, just go, okay? Just go. Don't say all those other words, okay? Okay, so this slide is the one, this is the I slide. We're introducing a new vocabulary word, and you know the formula for I slides, right? Because you watched the video. What's the formula? 2 times on the word, You have to repeat the word 2 times, and then you're going to say the sentence 1 time, and then you are going to ask a question. The question you ask can be answered by the sentence that you just taught them. Every single I slide, you're going to do that formula. Okay, the word 2 times, the sentence 1 time, and then ask a question. Okay, you also want to make sure, this is not really on that big 3, but it is something that they said they want. They want them to interact with the slide somehow. So draw a line or drag something or something. They want them to interact with the slide on every single slide. Okay, so on this one, you would do ball. You're going to circle the word ball first. Okay, ball. And then you show a ball. Okay, ball. Circle the ball. This is the first time you've had them circle anything in this lesson. So you would need to circle the picture of the ball first and then get them to circle the ball. Yay, good. She plays with a ball. What does she play with? And get them to give you that sentence. She plays with a ball. They may say a ball. Okay. If they do, then you want them to say the complete sentence, and you go back and she plays with a ball. Okay. So now we've gotten them to say that complete sentence back to us. Okay. Did we accomplish what the formula here? We said the word 2 times, repeating it both times. Okay. We used some TPR there. We used correct grammar. We used she plays with a ball. We corrected them if we needed to. We asked the question, what does she play with? And then got the answer, she plays with a ball. That question is not listed on this slide. It is not listed on the next slide, but you need to look forward in the lesson and go, okay, what question do I need to ask? Because you want to ask the same question on all 3 slides that are teaching this new vocabulary word, ball. Okay, so for the introduce, the practice, and the apply slide, you're asking the same question. Okay, all right, so we've accomplished everything on this slide. Move on to the next one. Yay, good job. Don't just say good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. Excellent. Woohoo, high five. Yes. Okay, anything like that can be used as your praise. And don't say good job, good job, good job after every single thing that they do. Save that until the end of the lesson. As they're going through the lesson, you could say like, good, yes, yeah. Yay, good job. At the end of the slide, you're going to give them the big praise. Okay. All right. So the next slide is the P slide. This is where we're practicing this vocabulary word. We're practicing the question and the answer. On the P slides and the A slides, they want you to start with the question. Do not start with the answer, with reviewing the answer. Start with the question. So this one has a picture of a little boy with a basketball. So you're going to show your mic prop. You're going to show a basketball. I encourage you to have a real basketball, a small one, obviously. You don't want a huge one. That would be too awkward in there, okay? But you start with the question. So you would circle the boy with the basketball, and you would ask them, what does he play with? And get them to answer you, he plays with a ball. Yes, right, ball. Okay, get them to write the word ball on that blank. B-A-L-L. That gets them interacting with the slide. Yes, if they give you a ball, again, just correct it. He plays with the ball. Have them repeat it back to you. Good. Then we're going to extend just a little bit. They already know the word basketball. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to put it into this sentence. It's previous knowledge. It doesn't really count as an extension, but it's still good to use that, okay? So we get them to say he plays with a ball, just that basic sentence that we're expecting. Then add to it, he plays with a basketball. Yes, what does she play with? A ball. A ball. They'll try it again, okay? She plays with a soccer ball. Yay, good job. Baseball. Baseball. What do I play with? I play with a baseball. Good. Listen carefully that they use I play rather than I plays. Okay, if they use it incorrectly, just correct it. Okay, just do it real simply. We're not really focusing on play and plays here, okay, because they learned that in a previous lesson. We're focusing more on a new type of ball. But notice that we did the new ball, so we gave them a new vocabulary word, but we also used a different conjugation. We used I play with that one, okay? And just correct it if you need to. I play with a ball instead of I plays with a ball, okay? Great job. Now, this is the second slide that we've taught, so we need to give a reward here, okay? Yay! Good job. You get a strawberry. Yum, strawberry. Ah, do they need to say a complete sentence here? Nah, we've already said lots of complete sentences on this slide, so they don't need to. Good job! And you just put it back in your basket. It does not need to be visible. You can show it and then put it down. It doesn't have to be visible the whole time, but if you've got a way to display it back here, go for it, okay? You can put it on a metal board and glue a magnet to the back of it and stick it up there on there. That works great too, or if you're using a printed one, you can use magnets to show those, okay? All right, now let's go to the next slide. We've just given the praise. Good job, you get a strawberry, yum, and then you put it back there, but while you're doing all that, you're switching to the next slide, okay? Now the next slide is the A slide. This is the apply slide. So by this time, we've had 3 slides now where we've asked, what does he play with? What does she play with? Should they be able to answer this on their own by now? Sure. You're going to start with the question again. Now this slide is an interactive slide, so the 2 balls and the kite on the left side in that box can be drug over to the shadows in the picture. We're going to do the 2 boys with balls first, then I'll tell you what to do with that word kite because they don't know the word kite yet. Okay, so you start with, you circle the boy in red and you say, what does he play with? And they should be able to tell you he plays with a ball. If they don't, get the complete sentence, okay? Yes, he plays with a soccer ball. Drag the soccer ball. Now we've already taught them how to drag, so this time maybe you would just grab hold of the word. What I like to do sometimes to show them it can be moved, I grab hold of the ball with my mouse. So just grab it, you'll click on it, wiggle it a little bit, and then drag it about halfway down. Let them drag it the rest of the way. Yes, he plays with a soccer ball. Then circle the boy in black. What does he play with? Yes, he plays with a basketball. Drag the basketball. Okay. Again, they should be giving you this with complete sentence by now. Maybe they put in basketball on their own, but if they don't, add it in there. But then get them to drag. I'm just going to show this motion now. Okay, to drag the basketball, because I've already shown them how to drag and drop a couple of times. They should get that by now, okay? If I need to, though, I can drag it part of the way and make them drag it the rest of the way. Now the boy in the middle, they don't know the word kite yet, do they? Okay, this is a new word, so we have to teach them the word kite, but we still want to use the same question and the same sentence before. We're just going to put the word kite in instead of dog, okay? So teach them the word kite first, okay? Kite, kite. What does he play with? And you circle the boy in the middle. What does he play with? He plays with a kite. Drag, he plays with a kite. Yay! Good job. See how we taught them that new vocabulary word, but we put it right back into our same question and the same sentence frame. We just put kite in instead of ball. Okay, this is what they're talking about with consistency throughout the lesson. Use the same question all the way through. Don't switch up to different questions. Okay, that's a little harder on the B lesson to stick with the same question because of the way they put it together anyway. So, all right, so you've done the I and the P and the A with the vocabulary word. Okay, now we're going to go back and we're going to go back to we're going to go back to introduce, and we're going to introduce this new verb, throw. Now we want to be conscious of the word throw, not throw a ball, because neither of the pictures here show throwing a ball. They're throwing flowers and throwing a hat. We're not going to worry about that, okay? But we are introducing and we're talking about the word throw, okay? You would need to have here a conjugation chart, something similar to this. You can get a cute little white paddleboard. This is a VIPKid one, but you can get a white paddleboard similar to this. That's a dry erase one on, oh, that's not too bright. I think my lighting is a little bright for that to show up. But you can get this at Dollar Tree, okay? And write this, or you can print one out. I sent there's one available. If you're my referral, I sent you one that you can print out. But you're going to, the way I like to have this is all written in permanent marker, and then I can write in the word throw and the word throws here on my board to have this ready for the lesson. Let me go ahead and write those in here right quick. All right, so I have throw and throws, and notice that the S is just a little bit bigger, so I can emphasize the word, the letter S, or the S sound for he, she, and it. We do want to emphasize it just a little bit, but not to the extent that you're doing throws. Okay, so it's throws. Good, good. All right, so you circle. What's the formula here? Word 2 times, sentence 1 time, question. You want to do the word throw 2 times, and then do the sentence, then, because this is a different word, throws, we're going to do this word throws 2 times. Then you're going to read the sentence, she throws, and ask the question. And there is not a question listed here, and there's actually not a question on either of the next 2 slides. So we're going to use the question, who throws? Okay, very, very simple, very simple here. Okay, good. So you circle the word throw at the top of the slide. Throw. Throw. You want them to move with you. This is TPR, total physical response. I want them to respond by moving. If they just sit there and say throw, throw, then you say their name, and you say the mock mentor's name. Rebecca, well, don't do it angry like that, okay? Rebecca, throw. Yay, good. Then underline the word throws and circle the S on the end of it just to emphasize that S, okay? Throws. Throws. She throws. Who throws? She throws. Yay, good. They throw. Who throws? They throw. Yes, they throw hats. Yay! Who throws hats? They throw hats. Yay! See, we got that extension. We got correct. We made complete sentences all the way through there. We used props. We used TPR. All of it. This is the easiest way for he and she and they to show that one. Okay. Now, I did not use the conjugation chart on that one yet. What they are telling us is do not use the conjugation chart unless they make a mistake. Okay, so let's look at the next slide. On the next slide, oh, by the way, that was 2 slides, so we need to say, yay, good job, you get an apple, woohoo. Okay, and quick, that's a 5-second reward rather than being 30 seconds to go back to the other slide. Now you see why we don't use that one? Okay, good. We've already said a complete sentence, so we don't need to say a complete sentence with apple, but there may be some slides you need to use that for that complete sentence. Okay, slide 10, this is the P slide. We are going to practice this question and answer with the word throw, okay? So it has the pictures of the 3 boys across there, or I guess 3 men, 2 men and a boy. All right, let's keep it simple there, okay? So you start with, who throws? He throws. Circle, he He throws. Yes, he throws. Okay. Kicks. Okay, right here, you want to introduce this new word. So you're going to grab a puppet. It doesn't have to be a mic puppet. I just happen to have this one's handy. Okay, you're going to grab a puppet or a stuffed animal or something. Okay, and you show them kicks. Kicks. Yes, he kicks. Who kicks? He kicks. Yes, circle. He kicks. Yay! We've done an extension. We've taught them the new word kicks. We've got them to give us that answer. So this counts as the extension for the lesson here. So, okay, don't even worry about the kid with the basket. I'm not going to teach them he balances the ball. No. Okay, just he kicks. You could say he kicks the ball. He kicks the soccer ball. They know that by now. They can add that to it. Okay, so teach them that he kicks. Okay, then you move to the A slide. The A slide is the apply slide for this one. In this one, it's a little weird because the block at the top has words in it. It has throw and throws. You can't really tell from here, but there are 2 copies of throw and 2 copies of throws stacked on top of each other. If you hover your mouse over one of them, the top copy is going to get just a little bit bigger and then shrink back down. When it does that, it's not going to be lined up correctly, so it makes it hard to read. Okay, so just be careful. Don't hover your mouse over those words at first. Okay, so you're going to listen very carefully here. This is where you really need to listen carefully for that S on the end of the verb. This is a very common mistake that they make to see if you're listening for it, and it's hard to hear unless you're specifically listening for that S on the end of the word. This is where you might use your conjugation chart. Okay, so but again, we're starting with the question. Okay, start with the question. Start with the question, right? Start with the question. Okay, so you're going to circle the woman that's throwing the football, and then circle she. Okay, and you say, who throws? She throws, and you get them to say she throws. Okay, if they give you the wrong answer, if they say she throw, then you grab your conjugation chart and you say, she throw or she throws? Yes, she throws. Drag, she throws. Yay. And you drag the first one, the first copy of throws, you drag that down at least halfway and let them drag the rest of the way. Yes, because it's hard to see that, oh, I can move those words. They may not realize they can move them, okay? So she throws. Yay, good. Then circle the boy in the middle, but this is not he. This is I, okay? So circle in the middle and point to yourself and go, who throws? I throw. Good. Help them make that. Help them choose it. Drag. I throw. Good. They should be able to do this on their own by now, right? They should be able to. Okay. So you circle the next boy and go, who throws? Yes. Yay, he throws. He throws a snowball. And throw a wadded up Kleenex or whatever at them, okay? To get that. He throws a snowball. Again, you're teaching them something new. You're adding something new in there. Yeah, okay, yes, you probably should do snowball. Yeah, and then he throws a snowball, but just something extra to make it just a little fun with that one. Okay, great job. You get grapes. Yum, grapes. Okay. Yeah. All right, that's great. So again, use the conjugation chart only if they've made a mistake. Otherwise, you can use it as a little support. You can show it to them and help them with it. Notice on that slide that we did I do, we do, you do, all on one slide. Okay, I started off on the first one with she throws. I helped a little bit more. The middle one, the I throw, I helped just a little bit. By the time we got to the last one, all I was doing was pointing and telling them drag. Okay, even without saying drag. Okay, so that was I do, we do, you do, all on that same slide. Okay. All right. So now we've done IPA on the vocabulary. We've done IPA on the verb. Now we are back to I again, but this is with the phonics. So you have a, I really recommend, where is my whiteboard? There it is. I recommend having a whiteboard with magnetic letters on this one. It's just really easy to show how to blend these sounds together. A couple of things about this whiteboard though. As you're looking at your video in the classroom, it flips it around where you're not looking at a mirror image. You are looking at a flipped image. So what you think is over on the right side is actually on the left side. And if you're trying to do this and point to something, number one, see, I'm blocking my face. Okay. Number two, some of it's going out of the view screen. Okay. So what I recommend is having a little bit smaller one. You don't get one that's too big. Okay. Those end up going way over here or down here, or you block your face or something like that. Get a smaller one. I got this one at Staples, but get a smaller one here and then have it where you can move these letters together. If you can't find the letters, look in the kitchen section. They might have like refrigerator magnets, would be great for that one. If you can't find them, just draw IP, write IP on your board and then use a flashcard or a Post-it note or a note card of some kind with these other letters. The big thing that they're listening for here is synthetic phonics. Are you saying it as z and r and s and p, or are you using the synthetic phonics z, r, s, okay, that's what they're looking for on this slide. They're also looking for you to listen, and they are probably going to mispronounce it somewhere. Somewhere along the way, they're going to say ra, or they're going to do rippa. Okay, this is a very typical problem that our children have as they're learning English. They put that p sound at the end because they've been taught z-i-p at school. They've learned that z says z and p says pa, and when they put it together, they say z-i-p. Or maybe they'll say zippa, rippa, beda, bega, and they put that sound at the end of the word. So we have to help them not do that. We have to break them of that habit. So you would do I, I, ip. Pretend they said ippa, okay? Oh, p, p, ip. Just correct it by having them repeat it another time or two, okay? By the way, on any corrections, try twice. If they keep messing it up, move on, okay? Z, ip. Z, ip. Z, ip. Zip. Zip. Yes. Ooh. Zip. Yes. I zip my jacket. Yay. Okay. Ip. Ip. Rip. Yay. Good. Sip. Yay. Good. Yes. Hip. Yay, great job. Very good. Now, I got a complete sentence there by using I zip my jacket. You could also do I rip the paper and just have a piece of paper and rip the paper. If you don't choose to do a sentence in the middle of one of those, we're not teaching what all these words mean. We're just blending the sounds together, okay? So if you want to use one of those words as teaching what it is, that's fine. Okay, just show an example, get them to repeat it. You don't have to have them just get them to repeat the sentence. Okay, or you could use your reward system for your complete sentence. So you would say, "Yay, you get a banana." I don't like bananas. Ugh. Do you like bananas? I like bananas. Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. No. Okay. Have a little fun with it, okay? With that. Yes, they know the word like. Okay, you can do, ooh, I like. I like that. Or I have a little fun with it. Okay, maybe you ask them first, do you like bananas? Yes, I like bananas. Ew, no, I don't like bananas. Yuck. Okay, depends on how your time is going. Okay, you get the point of that one. Okay, so with all of those, that what I did, where I had the first of the first of the word and the last word, and then moved it closer and closer. That's called chunking, and you want to make sure that you chunk it, the two parts of the word, z, ip, zip, zip, zip. Okay, chunk it together. But also on this one, I did I do, we do, you do, all on the same slide. First two I helped with, last two all I did was point. Okay, by this point, they should be in the habit with you of everything you say, they repeat after you. So you don't have to do this too much. But if they quit answering you, get that hand up there. If you try to get them to do sip on their own and they just kind of look at you weird, then give it to them. Help them with it. Okay, then you do sip, sip. So and you help them with it, but then try again on. Okay, by this time they should be able to read those on their own. Okay, and they know all the letters, they know all the letter sounds. They've been blending these little three-letter words together for a while. Okay, all right, slide 13. This is the extend slide. This means what we're doing is we're tying up the whole lesson together in a nice, neat little bow at the end of it. We're going to review everything that we did in the lesson. So any of the vocabulary, any of the sentences, any of the questions that we used are all up for grabs. You still got your conjugation chart with I throw and he throws. We're going to concentrate on the question and the answer. What do you do with a ball? And then using different pronouns with it. Okay. So you start with Rebecca, what do you do with a ball? I throw a ball. Yes. Okay. What does dad do with a ball? They know dad. They know that dad means he. Okay. So they should be able to do dad throws a ball. But if they don't, you go, oh, dad is he. Yes. He throws a ball. What does mom do with a ball? She throws a ball. Yes. What do they do with a ball? They throw a ball. Yes. What do we do with a ball? We throw a ball. Rebecca, catch. Catch. Yes. Ready? Catch the ball, Rebecca. Yes. I catch the ball. Rebecca, throw the ball. Yay! I throw the ball. We throw the ball. Do you see how I've extended that? Taught the word catch. I've used all the different pronouns. We have extended this. This student knows the word throw. They know the word ball. We have accomplished the objective of the slide. You're looking at your timer. You may or may not have time to do all of those questions. Just depends, okay? But watch your timer. Give yourself just enough time at the very end of it to say, yay, good job. You get whatever your other fruit is. I think I gave 5 already, but whatever. Anyway, so just give yourself enough time to give one more fruit, and then you say, yay, good job. Fruit, let's eat. Nom, 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 nom. Good job. Bye-bye. See you next time. That's how you teach the A lesson. Okay? That's the whole thing. Okay? So that would be finishing up the A lesson with this. Okay? So I hope that makes a lot of sense to you. I hope that clears up how to teach those slides with exactly what they're expecting. It's like you get a little glimpse at the cheat sheet, isn't it? All right. Thanks so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. If this helped you out, give me a like and a subscribe here on YouTube. If you really appreciate this and you did not use a referral code or link, I really encourage you, log out of your account, start a new account with my link down here in the YouTube description, and just do that smart demo over again. I've got a video very similar to this with a smart demo that tells you exactly how to do that. take 2.5 minutes, do the smart demo again, and then go for it. You've already got your background set up and all that fun stuff, so you'll be ready to do this, and I can help you more specifically through the process with this. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure and join my Facebook group, VIPKid Teachers Wanted. Yay. And check out my website, hellopennydavis.com. Thanks. Bye-bye.